Hi there everybody, welcome to another video. In today's video I have this Mercedes B-Class. This is a B180 diesel 2016, the W246 chassis, and I'm just going to check the coolant level and percentage of antifreeze. I'm also going to top up some screen wash fluid because it's really cold out there. It's like -2 today. And it was like -6 yesterday, so you want to make sure your coolant is good, and also you want to make sure you have the proper liquid on the screen wash for your windscreen. So if you get your bonnet open, there is a release lever inside of the car. It's a red one just sitting under the driver's dash area, and then if you come here, you're gonna need to move this little bit here. So you need to get your fingers, when your bonnet was gonna be sitting here, you get your fingers in there and move that to one side so you can open the bonnet. We'll have a look at the release lever. Actually, let me show you where it is. So that would be the one. You pull that and the bonnet will open. Should have done that first. Anyway, now we're here. I was just shining a light on the coolant here, and you can see that container there that has the coolant for this car. And it's kind of a pink orangey color. If there was no coolant in there, this container will look clear. It will just look like an empty bottle. It will look white. So by shining a light, you can tell that there is coolant there, and we are aiming to have this coolant up to this line here, up to here, which goes all around the tank there. You can also see that when you open this cap, if you open this cap here, just be careful also when you're opening this cap. It says here, do not open when hot. So it's just because you can get coolant spraying out of there and get severe burns. So if the engine is hot, you can wait for it to cool down a little bit and then open it slowly, and you'll hear the pressure release. But better open it when it's cold. And in there you can actually see the coolant. So I'm just shining the light here on the side, and that sort of allows us to see that coolant in there. So if you have no coolant in this tank at all, then you may have a leak somewhere. And also, if this was low, if this was down here or something, then obviously you may get the warning inside of the car as well that you need to top up the coolant. But if it was sitting halfway, you can top it up to the line here, and then see how you get on. But if that keeps going down, then you may also have a leak somewhere. Occasionally this goes down a little bit with time, but it shouldn't really go down that much. Okay, so with this tool I'm gonna actually check the percentage of coolant in here. So how much water is mixed with the actual coolant, and to what temperature this would be able to withstand without freezing. So I'm just gonna pump it properly. Okay, it's so cold today that my actual little gadget here is not really working properly. That gauge is like stuck in there or something. Anyway, what would actually happen is that you suck some fluid in here, and then that little arrow there will point to a temperature here. Say it will point, at the moment it's pointing at minus 12 or so, so that means the temperature here outside will have to be minus 12 for this to freeze, for this coolant to freeze. Normally with these cars I get up to minus 30. The coolant is normally at minus 30 mixed to give me minus 30, but like I said, this at the moment is not working very well. That gauge seems to be a little bit stuck, so it is an old tool now. I've been using it so much that credits to it. It's been working for a long time, but today it seems to be a little bit stuck. But again, it's minus 2 out here, so so once you're satisfied with that and you're satisfied with the level, then we can just put the coolant back in there. This tool is really good as well, because when you actually suck some coolant into here, you can check the color, and you can also check whether it's contaminated with oil or anything else. If it looks clear as it did on this one, and you can see the color is a bit pink, then happy days. We have no issues there. So then we can close this little cap. It can be a little bit hard, but this cap closes up to a certain point where that little notch there passes that area there. So there, and that's when that is closed. And now we're gonna top up some screen wash fluid. Again, this is the screen wash fluid I buy. Normally I buy concentrated one and mix it myself, but you can buy this ready mixed from any garage, petrol station, Halfords if you're in the UK, and then they're cheap enough. For 5 liters, like £3 or something, or £4, and then you can put it right in here. So I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. But you definitely want to have the proper stuff in there, because if you only have water, it will freeze and it won't come out the jets, and then when you're in the motorway, your windscreen will get really dirty and you won't be able to clean it. So don't just put water in there, put the proper stuff. Also, if you mix it with fairy liquid or washing up liquid, it's not going to work either. It just becomes like a jelly type thing, and it freezes and blocks the jets. So this is like I said, cheap enough. Just pour it in there and you'll be safe when you're driving out there. Okay, there we are, and that's pretty much it. So make sure your coolant and your screen washer are good, especially in these cold conditions. So hope this video helps. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.